In Greenland, the dogs are more than companions. The Greenland dog, the Kimek, belongs to an ancient lineage of Arctic sled dogs, living and working alongside Inuit people for centuries. They were transportation before there were roads. They carried hunters, families, food and supplies across frozen fjords and sea ice, sometimes traveling hundreds of kilometers through a landscape where almost nothing else could. And everything about them and the sleds they pull has evolved for this place. Even the sled is surprisingly sophisticated. Rather than being rigidly nailed together, the wooden pieces are lashed with cord, traditionally strips of sealskin. It allows the entire structure to flex and twist as it travels across rough ice. Where a rigid frame might break, the Greenlandic sled gives a little, absorbs the punishment, and keeps going. The dogs themselves spread ahead of the sled in a fan, each attached by its own trace, a system particularly suited to traveling across open sea ice. And then there is racing. By extraordinary good fortune, we arrived in Sisimiut for Avanata Kimusersua, Greenland's National Dog Sled Championship. What we were watching wasn't a performance put on for visitors. This was Greenland gathering to celebrate one of its oldest living traditions. Teams had come from communities across the sled dog districts. Dogs barked and howled, lines tangled, people talked, children watched, and for a while the frozen landscape became remarkably noisy. Then they were off. There is something extraordinary about watching them run, not simply because of their strength or speed, but because you are watching an ancient partnership still at work. Humans, dogs, wood, and rope. And out on the ice, as the teams grow smaller and finally disappear into the immense white distance, it becomes very easy to understand why these dogs have been so fundamental to life in Greenland. They were made for this place, and in many ways, this place was made accessible by them.